Wow, pretty scary stuff. Rod, as you know, my family's in North Carolina. My mom told me that she went to the grocery store on Thursday. They were already out of the essentials. She had to go to a much further grocery store much further away just to pick up some essentials so she can hunker down for this storm.
Right, because in the southern states, they're just not prepared for this. They don't have the equipment. They don't have the wherewithal, really, to deal with a lot of this, and they're not used to having it. And it gets a little crazy sometimes.
Yeah, that's right. And Andrew, I know you've been following this storm closely, and it is going to cause a lot of problems for folks in its path.
That's right, Priya and Rod. And because of the lack of equipment is there because realistically, they don't encounter this much snow or ice this often. That's why it's not budgeted as high as some of the northern states, including right here in Michigan. But in parts of northern Georgia, with this storm right here, once it gets down here, you can see it's warm enough where it's producing rain showers in Atlanta, but it's bringing the cold air along with it. So it's going to bring some snowfall to northern Georgia, as much as 4 to 8 inches possible in some areas of that state. So we'll watch that very closely for our friends and neighbors and relatives down there. Now around here, it is certainly mighty cold, but it will not be snowy at all. We've seen a few flakes flying, a few lake effect snow flurries this morning, mainly north of 8 Mile, but some also over at the airport. But we're generally looking at dry conditions later on today. 16 degrees though at noon, and wind chills at or around 0 or even below 0 for this morning, and only in the single digits later this afternoon. 11 right now over at the airport, and you see what I mean here? A wind of 8 miles per hour is rather mild, not too bad, but it makes it feel like -1 if your skin is not protected. Frostbite is always a concern here when the temperatures and wind chills get this low, and they are certainly mighty low as we go through the entire day, staying in the single digits throughout the afternoon, this evening. Later on tonight, they dip below 0 once again before they increase and make it at least into the double digits by tomorrow afternoon. So a little bit of relief, but we'll take every bit we can get, right? And here's your temperature trend over the next few days. We're stuck in the teens for today, 29 for tomorrow, so still cold, but not as cold as today. Temperature higher by at least 10 degrees. The average high this time of year is 32, and will be close to average or just a bit more as we get into the middle of next week with middle 30s by Tuesday and Wednesday. We're looking at 9 right now, though, for our friends over in Oxford. Got to brace for that cold air also in Romeo with a temperature only of 8. Double digits, but only 12 right now in both Dundee and Monroe, and these winds of 6 to 12 miles per hour, making it feel like it's below 0 across a wide area of southeast Michigan. 7 below is what it feels like in Sandusky. 8 below is what it feels like over in Mount Clemens. Again, that storm system rages down to our south, bringing snow to parts of the deep south. It stays away from us right here in Detroit as it travels to the south, then to the east. We'll be right on the western edge of it. There's only the slightest chance of a snow shower or two early on the King holiday, early Monday, but I don't think it'll amount to much. But stay tuned because that could change. 9 degrees overnight, 29 for tomorrow, 32 on the holiday, then those middle 30s with a little more sunshine at least for next Tuesday.